In 2017, a woman named Diane Marsh bought a house in a quiet neighborhood in Clermont, Florida. It was her fresh start. Divorce finalized, kids grown, just her, a new home and silence. She loved it. For exactly 11 days. It started with small things. A kitchen cabinet left open when she was sure she'd closed it. Her back door unlocked when she always double-checked. A glass moved to the wrong side of the sink. She told herself she was tired, adjusting, forgetful. She ignored it. That was her first mistake. 3 weeks in, Diane noticed her neighbor, an older man, mid-60s. He never waved, never spoke. He just watched. Every morning when she left for work, he was standing at his window. Every evening when she pulled into her driveway, he was there. Same window, same expression. Nothing. She told her sister about him. Her sister laughed. "Diane, he's just a lonely old man. Stop being paranoid." She tried to believe that. Then the photographs started. Diane came home one Tuesday to find an envelope in her mailbox. No stamp, no return address, just her name written in red ink. Inside were 3 photographs of her, taken through her kitchen window, from outside, at night. In every photo she was alone, doing ordinary things, making tea, reading, washing dishes. And in the corner of each photograph, partially in frame, was a pair of hands, holding the camera. Diane called the police immediately. They came. They filed a report. They knocked on the neighbor's door. No answer. They checked his windows, his yard. Nothing suspicious, they said. "Change your locks," they told her. "Close your blinds." She did both that same night. 2 weeks passed. No more envelopes. No more photographs. She started breathing again. She even smiled at the neighbor's window one morning. He wasn't there. She felt relieved. She should have felt terrified. Because on a Thursday morning in October, a plumber came to fix a leaking pipe under Diane's bathroom sink. He was under there for less than a minute before he stopped moving. Diane thought he'd found the leak. Then he backed out slowly. His face was white. He said only 4 words. "Mom, call the police." Under the sink, behind the pipes, someone had drilled a small hole through the wall. On the other side of that wall was the neighbor's property. In the crawl space, investigators found a narrow pathway, dug by hand, running the length of the shared wall between both homes. And along that pathway, a sleeping bag, a flashlight, a notebook, filled with entries, dated every single night, for 3 months, starting 2 weeks before Diane had even moved in. He had been watching the house before she was chosen, before she signed the papers, before she ever stepped through the front door. The entries described daily routines, sleep patterns, when she showered, when she cried. The last entry was dated the night before the plumber arrived. It read, "She trusts me now. She smiled this morning. Tomorrow I go inside." Police arrested the neighbor that afternoon. His name was Gerald Holt, retired schoolteacher, no prior record, no known motive. When detectives asked him why he had chosen Diane, he sat quietly for a long moment. Then he said, "I didn't choose her." He looked at the detective directly. "She chose the house." Gerald Holt was sentenced to 9 years in prison. Diane never went back to that house. The new owners found something when they renovated the bathroom the following spring. Behind the wall, a second notebook. This one wasn't Gerald's handwriting. Nobody knows who wrote it, or how long it had been there, or how many people had lived in that house before they finally noticed. Sleep well tonight, and if something feels wrong in your home, trust that feeling. Because sometimes the most dangerous thing in your life is the wall between you and whoever is standing on the other side. If this story kept you up, subscribe.